What's going on, everybody? This is Grandmaster FAQS, and this is another Partynerdz exclusive. So, normally what I was going to do here is just for promotional value, because I am very, very highly anticipating the debut of Lovecraft Country, which is going to debut on HBO and HBO Max. So I had a chance to, once again, this is my second read of Lovecraft Country. I got to read it back in 2016 when it debuted, and I thought it was awesome because I'm a fan of horror and science fiction noir. And then this time I actually got to listen to it on audiobook because I wanted to have that sort of like distinct difference than what I'd listened to or what I've read the first time. But what got down to it is that I'm basically talking about the historical aspect of it, and the historical aspect of H.P. Lovecraft's whole Cthulhu mythos and who he was as a person and an author. Now, people call him a literary genius because he was into like that weird fiction or the cosmic universe of what he discovered and how he built his universe. But to put it plainly, H.P. Lovecraft was a racist. You know, this is somebody who basically created a short poem called On the Creation of Niggas, where he said the gods, having just designed man and beast, create blacks in a semi-human form to populate the space in between. So he's looking at the African American experience as something that we've already heard before in the past, that we were less than human. And the way it's kind of like basically connotating to this series, so you translate it to this series, every single protagonist in this series is African American, and every single antagonist in human form is not. They're white. All right, and this, of course, would probably lead for H.P. Lovecraft to be turning over in his grave, right? But the thing is, that's progression. That's progression. And what we look at it from this all spacious mode, and how we looked at basically the discovery of everything that's basically happening in current day United States of America, whether it be the pandemic, whether it be the racial injustice and the protests that are basically going on throughout this nation to this day. A story like this and how it's been flipped on its end, basically done by executive producer Jordan Peele and executive producer J.J. Abrams, and how they're basically kind of putting this together in some type of mirrored space where, yeah, you have all the weird cosmic sci-fi horror noir that you have from an H.P. Lovecraft book, because yeah, so he's had this whole universe that he's built, and there's the mythology that's brought out to it, and some people call him a literary genius. But there's been a lot of authors who have been either apologists of his work because they've realized the subliminal connotations of how he's referenced non-white folks, African Americans, anti-Semitic references towards Jewish people and everything like that, and then just having this space where he's been able to flourish. And note, H.P. Lovecraft died a long time ago, so for this type of story to actually happen, and in the day and age in which it is happening, so for a character like Atticus Turner, who is a descendant from Nat Turner and everything like that, and having the whole occult monsters, creatures, wizardry, magic type deal, and for someone that's trying to look into his past to know what his future beholds, it's beautiful to reference, because now you basically have this author that had created this entire universe. And in popular terms, because of the age of the internet and our news cycle, everything related to H.P. Lovecraft from now on that Matt Ruff basically put into beautiful perspective is now going to be looked at as an African American storyline. It's just going to be that. And the thing is, instead of breaking it down and, canceling out H.P. Lovecraft, which he probably should have been done a long time ago, they've taken his story and made it their own, and injected our psyche and our own characters into it and made it beautiful. So this is my promo for Lovecraft Country, and I feel as though everybody should watch it, because I feel as though the book was very important, and I feel as though the series is going to be done beautifully. So let me know what you guys think. Feel free to hit me up, Grandmaster FAQS, on IG, or the Partynerdz IG page, or Partynerdz YouTube page, and stay tuned for more developments, because this show is going to be a banger. All right, peace.
Partynerdz, 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 Partynerdz.